Good morning, everyone. I'm Aloysius here. The topic for today is about immersive technology for heritage cultural preservation, a conceptualization to visualization framework. So, Aloysius and Universiti Abdul Rahman. Yeah, this is the topic which I'll present to you for today. Okay, introduction. Preserving cultural heritage is imperative for maintaining societal identity and fostering a sense of belonging among communities. So we agree or not that we are very particular about our culture, especially the people that try to involve in this project more than 10 years, that we are trying our best to preserve the local culture. For example, our project is related to economics from owners our traditional preservation methods often struggle to cultivate modern audiences. By using a traditional method or approaches, which is very hard to bring the young generation to understand what we're trying to do. That's why we are trying to introduce university technologies such as virtuality and augmented reality. By using these two technologies for AR and VR for this particular presentation, AR is augmented reality and VR is virtual reality, which is also considered under the immersive technology. So we try to present it and we presented the opportunities for revolutionary heritage culture preservation approaches so that we can attract more young generation to come to understand how important is the heritage. We are trying to engage with all this technology because I'm from game design background. By using the game engine what we have, so I think there's a potential for us to venture into heritage and cultural preservation research and also project. That's why we come across these ideas, how to conceptualize it, and to the visualization process. So the conceptualization framework of what we have before we start our journey together, we have to understand there's a very important part that we need to get into before we embark to the journey, which is a conceptualization. It's a concept like the framework we have here. Okay, the framework is a concept in the center. Then you can find the video one issue. So I will always try to go into before we can engage with the project, like who, why, when, and how. Like for example, who, we are trying to identify the stakeholders, including the cultural experts, historians, technologies, for example, the people who know how to use VR technology, and community members to ensure diverse perspective and expertise. We get all the feedback from them. We need to understand what is the needs, and like we're trying to introduce this by using design thinking, the empathy that you need to think like what is needed. For example, at my team, we realized longhouses went through the very serious modernization process so that they sooner or later become lesser and lesser. You can visit a traditional wooden longhouse. We hope that can use this immersive technology to help to preserve those tangible and also the intangible culture or heritage of what we have locally. So defining the objective as open preservation project, including the specific aspect of culture has a culture to be maintained and also like preserved. So this is all the thing that we need to look into. Very seriously, what is the objective? For you to answer by yourself before you try to present to your team. Establishing a timelines and milestone for research, design, and development and implementation phases. Yeah, for sure, everything will come to the end for your project. That's why you need to have a very good timeline and planning before your team embark to the journey for the heritage and preservation project. Before we come back to the studio to construct all the environment by using immersive technology. So we need to have a very serious brainstorming in terms of one of the element we need to talk about is a timeline, duration, timeline, yeah, and then where is to determining the physical location and digital platforms for disseminating these experiences. Yeah, for sure, we need to compare with the real environment after you have your project completed. Then you need to compare the outcome and also the audience or the players or the users experience. Then we need to establish the place where you have to go physically and virtually platform. Why? Okay, understanding the motivations behind heritage culture preservation and articulating the significance of immersive technology in achieving this goal. We have to understand why we have that motivation to do this. Is like what I mentioned before, that the longhouse, one of the very important heritage we have in Selangor, went through a modernization and urbanization process until all the wooden house become concrete house. So that is where we realize the significance behind for us to contribute our knowledge and our technology to do those like heritage and culture preservation project. The outlining the technical requirement, creative methodologies, and interdisciplinary collaboration necessary to execute the preservation project effectively. So that's why we need to work out some plans by using a design thinking approach to engage with other experts in the field. And this is not one main job. You need to have different disciplines to come in to help for us to succeed in the project. So that's why we introduced the conceptualization framework structured around the fundamental question like who, what, when, where, why, and how, what I call as IW1H.
Hello, everybody. My name is Chen from Taiwan. My school is the National Yunlin University of Science and Technology, Graduate School of Design, Master and Doctoral Program. Integrated elements from natural technology and humanities to create a comprehensive framework for heritage, cultural preservation. Natural represents the inherent value and beauty of cultural heritage. Technology encompasses immersive technologies like VR and AR for innovative preservation methods. Humanities highlights the cultural, social, and historical significance of heritage preservation. Our survival depends on nature for the provision of resources such as food, water, air, and other necessities. But as technology has developed, the bond between people and the natural world has grown more complicated and stressful. They have also resulted in ecological imbalance and environmental catastrophes as a result of human causes harm. 1. Like a double-edged blade, technology may be used for good or bad by people, minimizing destruction and promoting the greater good or causing harm. 2. Technology should be developed with the intention of safeguarding both the environment and human knowledge in order to accomplish such aims. 3. A critical function of balance in this process is played by the humanities. The goal of humanities is to develop well-rounded people.
The challenges in traditional preservation methods. Why we use this technology for this project is because the traditional methods actually they're facing a big challenge. Traditional methods often fail to engage modern audiences effectively. The young generation actually they are not into this type of project because of the traditional approach is not it's not the cup of the tea. So introduce a new technology by using a gamification element inside our project to engage young generation. Limited accessibility and interactivity in the website participation because of the audience cannot participate and also cannot interact with the characters or object inside. That's why they are not so keen to understand what's going on. But once we use immersive technology, the players or user or audiences actually they can interact and also can participate in some activities in the virtual environment. Lack of dynamism and also innovation due to the losing the interest of heritage culture. Because it's not innovative. That's why we need to use our creativity and also imagination to put all the work inside the immersive technology environment or inside the environment which is created by immersive technology to engage with more younger audiences and players and also users. The role of immersive technology. Now we have to talk about the role of immersive technology. What I want to talk about is the virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, and also AI mixed reality, which is of course VR, AR, MR, and AMR. Immersive technologies such as AR and VR, also MR, AMR, offer dynamic interactive experiences for heritage preservation. I mean to say, we imagine the games, so the audience, actually, or players or users, they can engage and they can talk to the NPC or non-player characters and also interact and get some quests maybe. We introduce a gamification element inside those projects. This one can bridge the gap between the traditional preservation methods and modern audience from modern user players preference. VR, AR, and MR users to explore cultural heritage in immersive engaging ways, fostering deeper connections and also understanding. So this is what we believe. Our team, we believe that you have fun, then you learn what we call entertainment. You entertain, you feel it's the entertainment element inside the whole project, and then you have fun, and then indirectly you learn something from that whole process. That's how the gamification can help with the goal, the score, and then indirectly they can understand the whole ideas. What is the environment all about? What is the story behind it? So this. What we like to use a digital storytelling method to engage with the immersive technology and also the VR technology too. Then we put the gamification element to engage with more players, user, or audience. Okay, and then next one is a research, it's a development stage. The development stage normally we have research, we have design, coding, and testing. So the implementation of immersive technologies such as VR and AR to create digital representations of cultural heritage. And then with integration of multimedia elements to enhance user experience and accessibility. The iterative development process to refine content and ensure authenticity. So in this process, actually, we had to go through few stages like research, send the team to the field and to get all the data back, and then we analyze the data and design a level for us to gamify it. And then the programming team, the development team are coming to do coding to put some AI elements of the NPC, non-player characters, and then we go for testing. And then we'll go for some play, some exhibition. We let the participant come in to experience what we have. And below is a diagram, is the entire floor that you can see which start from the environment visit, you visit, then it's a real longhouse. Then we collect all the data collection, and then the developer and designer have to go through a real environment experience UX study, and then we come back to the studio and then come with a blueprint and level design. And then after we sketch and design of plots and environment, then we get the CA, creative cluster, or try to produce the sketches which are overcome, which is the outcome of the real environment visit. Now today, this is the CA. The concept art, concept art we do for all the 3D modeling process, the asset development, then we look at composition, putting everything on set, before it's mise en. Then with all these things, we have to bring all the non-player characters in. So we need to collect the data, the voices, and then we train our young researcher to record the voice, train them to speak in the local language dialect. Then we do it for digital data archiving, and then we put in the database. Then we go for technology and AI programming. VR Longhouse, we created that Longhouse, and then we put the virtual guided in the tour guide will go inside, and then the digital data archiving. Okay, then after that we put it back, and then the people can view it by using whatever they can get it from the database, put in. And then after that, we also go through format, we try to format the art virtual international level in 2015. So in all the engineering and science fair, care. Then after that also we go for webinar to share all the output of what we have. So visualization stage, we try to present the thing to the audience, the type of audience, so that we can get the feedback from them, evaluation of the feedback, assess effectiveness, identity areas of improvement, and then we continue to refine the project. After the testing, after the showcasing, we bring it back to studio and we try to refine the visualization and try to invest on input technological. We try to put in more input and whatever suggested by the feedback from the audience, players or users. So as a conclusion, you have a look. This is the circle. Immersive technology presents unparalleled opportunities for preserving and promoting the heritage culture. Structured framework. Just as we need to have structured framework to provide guidance for the effective implementation of immersive preservation methods. Then the correlation between the nature, the model we use, correlation between the nature, technology, and communities is essential to ensure the longevity and also the relevance of cultural heritage. So we need to have this cycle for us to complete our project. In this particular presentation, we like to propose a framework, or we already documented in this particular to let people, whoever interested in immersive technology for heritage cultural preservation project, they can get this as a reference. So that is some of our contribution for our team to try to provide our solution for the industry. So okay, now we open up for question and answer. Thank you.